everybody. Welcome back to Just Listen to One podcast. I just want to say thank you so much for listening to this podcast. I very much appreciate it and each and one of you. And let's just get right into the podcast. So this podcast, I'm going to be talking about death penalty and what my opinions and thoughts and whatnot, and wonder what your guys' personal thoughts and whatnot. So feel free to let me know in the comments. I would really would appreciate that, and would appreciate if you subscribe and whatnot so you can listen to other podcasts too. My thoughts on the the thingy-majig. I am pretty mixed between good and bad at the same time. I think it really depends on a lot of different situations and the whole situation behind it. I personally feel like it all depends on the crime and how long they're sentenced for and how severe everything is in that situation. In some ways, I feel like everyone deserves a second chance up to a certain extent on the situation. If someone is sentenced like life and with no probation or any of that shabil, and just life sentence, no buts and all that shabil, and then might as well, in a way, because if you're gonna be locked up until you're dead, well, you might as well, in a way, instead of just sitting in a locked room rotting, if that makes any sense. And whatnot. And I know some states it is illegal, some are legal, as far as I know. And yeah. I'm just trying to think of other of my thoughts, because I had a lot more of my opinions or thoughts on this topic. What was I gonna say? Trying to think of what I was gonna say. Brain fart. Would I personally do it for myself? I honestly don't know. If we're being completely honest, I feel like if it's something like if I murdered someone, if not worse, whatever that could be, then possibly. But if it's something not as bad per se, I don't know if that's the right wording, but if it's not murdering someone, if not worse, then probably not. But I don't know, in some shapes or form, I feel like in a way up to a certain extent, I feel like it could possibly be murder in a way, because the government is, up to a certain extent, murdering the person who did a crime, but yet not because they gave consent and I don't know. I have no idea. It's kind of, in my opinion, a kind of a touchy subject, and it's kind of like an unknown, but not an unknown situation. I feel like it really depends on the whole situation, because in some ways, if you've been through certain kind of things with other people and want that person to be bye-bye, per se, because of how much crap that they put you through or whatever. So, yeah, that's my thoughts, at least at the moment. If you have any opinions or thoughts on it, please let me know in the comments. And just letting you know, if you're going to share, there's no right or wrong answers to this topic. I'm not saying how I feel about it is right, or I'm not saying it's wrong. It's just my thought process on it. So let me know what your guys' thoughts on this topic. And I will see you next week. Bye.